Hello, hello, hello. Happy Saturday. Welcome. I hope everybody's had a great week and has had a great day so far today. Thanks for tuning in and checking this out. My name's Nathan Goheen. I'm here every Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And I wanted to get on the YouTube today and talk about some words that I had read. And they are from the Bible. They're from the Gospel of Mark. And this is Jesus talking right now. And he says, I tell you the truth. If anyone says to this mountain, go, throw yourself into the sea, and does not doubt in his heart, but believes that what he says will happen, it will be done for him. Therefore I tell you, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it, and it will be yours. And I really like this for a lot of reasons. Before I get into those, I just want to mention that I think these words are valid regardless of what anyone's opinion on the Bible may be. Not even getting into everything that's attached with the Bible, but just taking these words for what they are. Try to get rid of any prejudices, good or bad, that may come up. Okay, so get that little caveat out of the way. So what I kind of want to start with is, what are you asking for when you pray? Okay, and it's like, well, I don't pray. All right, well then let's simplify it. All right, maybe you're not praying, but what are you asking for? What are you asking for when you set your daily intentions? When you meditate? And you're like, well, when I meditate, I focus on my breathing. I'm not asking for anything and I don't set daily intentions. Okay, well then, what are your actions? Actions tell us about our intentions. So what are your actions? Where are you putting your energy? Because that energy is going to grow exponentially. It's like practicing an instrument every day. If you do it every day, you will exponentially get better at it. It's like any skill. So where are you putting your energy, your focus, right? Then we get to the subject of faith. Now, faith is really difficult. All kinds of faith, not just faith in a God, any kind of faith. I was thinking faith it can be like an unreliable friend. It's not always there when you want it to be there. The friendship requires maintenance and work, which you don't always want to put in. You feel like it should just be solid, but it's not. But the thing about friendships and faith is that it will show up more the more we actively work on it. The more we work on our friendship, the better of friends we will be. The more we work on our faith, the stronger that it will be. And so my mind was thinking, devil's advocate, oh, well, maybe that could just be us seeing things through the lens of faith because we're constantly thinking about it. Right? If you're constantly thinking about it, you're gonna see things through that perspective. And then I reasoned, well, even if you are seeing things through the lens of faith, does that diminish its effectiveness or its power? Placebo effects are sometimes just as powerful. There's been studies done with pharmaceutical medications, right? And placebo groups have sometimes outperformed the the medicine, which kind of just goes to show that our mind is an amazing thing that we have absolutely no idea what's going on with it. But there is hard evidence that our belief system is very powerful. And even if, your faith differs from my faith, it's still an important thing. And that's something that we each have to kind of arrive to on our own. Every individual must get their own understanding and interpretation of faith, whatever that may be. And I think for a lot of people, a great place to start is with themselves. And I think that this creates a sense of empowerment, right? Let's say you ask for something, right? Or maybe you want something. So you work to achieve that goal. The work marks the progress and brings the goal closer to materialization until it's realized. And then this strengthens our belief or our faith that we are capable of shaping our lives. And once we realize that we have control over our lives, that may be one of the most powerful realizations available to us. There's a final verse after this. Let me rewind a little bit. So Jesus says, "Therefore I tell you, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it and it will be yours. And when you stand praying, if you hold anything against anyone, forgive him, so that your Father in heaven may forgive you your sins." And I really thought at first, well, what the heck does this have to do with anything? What does this have to do with faith? And then I kind of thought about it a little bit more. And as I mentioned earlier, faith can be an unreliable friend. So you start to trust it less when it doesn't show up and give you what you want. Or sometimes when we don't show up for ourselves, when we let ourselves down. Right? We had been trying so hard to believe in ourselves. But then we let ourselves down. And then I realized that the connection was we need to learn how to forgive ourselves. Because every one of us is human. We all make mistakes. So when we make these mistakes, we need to forgive ourselves for them, so that we don't become trapped by them. We need to release ourselves from this entrapment, which will make room for us to continue on and encounter the next opportunity in life, which hopefully we have success with. But the bottom line is we need to let go to grow. We need to forgive ourselves so that we can grow. And after we've learned how to forgive ourselves, then we can learn how to properly forgive other people. I think that's a really important point. Because if we can forgive other people, but we can't forgive ourselves, we may not really be forgiving them. So forgive yourself so that you might learn to forgive other people. I hope this made sense. Hope it was enjoyable. Let's see here. There's a little outline that I put down on the show more for YouTube if you wanted to check it out. Again, it was from the Gospel of Mark, chapter 11, verse 23 to 25, if anybody's curious. Thanks for tuning in, and join me next Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And I'll see you then. Have a great rest of your weekend. Have a great week. Be nice to each other. All that good stuff. Take care.